Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing some more Izzet Phoenix, but we are playing 8 Phoenixes in this particular build. So we've got 4 copies of the new Bloodfeather Phoenix. Wow, that is not something to try and say many times when you're drunk. So it's a 2/2 for 2 mana with flying. It can't block. But whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent or battle, you may pay red. If you do return it from your graveyard to the battlefield, it gains haste. And then, of course, we've got the 4 copies of Archetype Phoenix, which returns if you've cast 3 or more instant and sorcery spells this turn. So it's very much built around the same premise, which is casting instants and sorceries. Because of the Bloodfeather Phoenix, we have a critical mass of instants and sorceries that can damage our opponents. So we've got 4 copies of Play with Fire, 4 copies of Shock, and 2 Spike Field Hazard, and then a whole load of other cheap cantrips and discard spells to get these things in our graveyard. So 4 copies of Consider and Opt, as you'd expect, the kind of 1 mana blue cantrips, 3 copies of Lightning Axe, which is a creature removal spell that also can allow you to discard a card. 2 copies of Charter Course, draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. And then Pieces of the Puzzle, which is a 3 mana sorcery that lets us look at the top 5 cards of our library and put up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from among them into our hand and the rest into the graveyard. So not only does that keep our fuel going of cheap instants and sorceries, it also lets us put phoenixes in the graveyard. And then just rounding off our creature package, we have 4 copies of Ledger Shredder, 1/3 flying. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, it connives. So there are lots of ways of discarding cards, lots of ways of getting cards into the graveyard, and yeah, like all Izzet Phoenixes, it's about getting incremental value off your cheap spells and then bringing back your flying attackers and then kind of just quickly taking over the game and reducing your opponent's life total. The mana base is broadly as you'd expect, a lot of red-blue dual lands, 4 copies of Spire Bluff Canal because we want a low curve in this deck. We are running 3 copies of Stormcarve Coast because 3 is quite an important mana value for Pieces of the Puzzle, and also it allows us to cast 3 1-drops and bring back Phoenixes, and then a couple of 1 creature land and 1 utility land as well in the form of a Hall of Storm Giants and an Otawara. And then in the sideboard, we have 2 copies of Spell Pierce, a Disdainful Stroke, and to change the equation, and 2 Mystical Dispute as our counter spells of choice, so we can bring those in against various colours or against various strategies. And then we've got to attack down white and blue creatures and planeswalkers. We've got 2 copies of Lithomantic Barrage and 2 copies of Rending Volley, so you'll bring in some combination of these depending on what you're playing against. Lithomantic Barrage is particularly good at taking down blue-white control to fairy planeswalkers and also the angels that they run from the sideboard, and Rending Volley is more a kind of spirits and Grease Fang attacking tech, as it can take down those at instant speed. And then just to finish off the sideboard, we've got 2 copies of Thing in the Ice, so that's a relatively new card to the format, but an 0/4 with Defender for 2 mana that comes into play with 4 ice counters on it whenever you cast an instant and sorcery spell, so there's that clause of instants and sorceries mattering again. You remove an ice counter from it, and then if it has no ice counters, you transform it into the Awoken Horror, which is a 7/8 that returns all non-horror creatures to their owner's hand. So you can bring that in if your opponent's playing a particularly problematic creature deck. Perhaps they have lots of flyers that are difficult for your Phoenixes to get through, or if you just need kind of that extra kind of value and to attack with a big creature. And then our Wrath of choice is 2 copies of Brotherhood's End, so that kind of modal wrath that can either take out creatures and planeswalkers or artifacts, depending on what our opponent is doing. So yes, it's Izzet Phoenix, but with double the Phoenixes, and double the Phoenixes means double the fun. So let's go on to the ladder and see how we go on. So we're on the draw. Our opponent is rocking Yargle as their icon. Good for them. We're still an Elish Lord at the moment. Oh, that's a pretty tragic opening hand. If we had one more, if we had a blue land, I'd potentially consider it. But okay, that's better. So let's pop away. Let's pop away Shock for the time being and just see if we can Okay, probably should have kept the shock. Never mind. We'll open with a Stormcarved Coast. Okay, Thalia's a problem for us, so let's play Ledger Shredder. Just a good way of holding down the board. They can't really attack into it at the moment. Okay, now they can. This is going to be a pretty tragic first game, the way things are going. So let's Lightning Axe Thalia, discarding pieces. Pass the turn. No third land is pretty tragic. Okay, we'll take 3 here. Oh, goody. Looks like our opponent is similarly struggling for land, but we will see what we can do with just 2 Ledger Shredders. Huh. Okay, we'll scoop that up. 2 Thalia's Lieutenant and 2 Thalia's was too much for us there, but we do have good sideboarding against this deck, so let's put in much more creature removal, and we will take out Lightning Axe as it's relatively inefficient. 2 copies of pieces of the puzzle, and maybe a Bloodfeather Phoenix as it can't block. Okay, let's go with that. Oh god, land again. I think let's keep this and play with fire our opponent on turn at the end of their first turn, just so we can hunt for another land. Sure thing. Okay, I didn't actually target their what? That was decidedly weird. Okay, Guardian of New Benalia. Okay. What are they doing? Well, I'm going to Rending Volley it then and force them to discard another card. This is very odd behaviour. What was that all about? Okay. Did everyone else see that, or is this just one of those dreams where maybe I'll wake up in a minute and none of that ever happened? Oh, it's rather thrown me now. How do I sideboard against someone who discards their entire hand and then concedes? I think I'll just keep it the same. Maybe they just hate being on the draw. It's understandable. Yep, this'll do. We'll keep play with fire in our hand for the moment, just to see what they do. If they play Thalia, I will just, yep, kill their giant killer. Now let's kill their Thalia as well. Very interesting behaviour all round. Endless Thalias. Okay, let's just play Shredder. And pass the turn. Sure thing. Okay, that's good. So let's play a Phoenix into a Consider. Discard a land. Ooh, we'll have that. And pass the turn. Even better. This I'm very happy about. So let's attack. Let's play Brotherhood's End. Now let's opt. Discarding Spire Bluff. Get rid of that. Draw a card. Okay, I feel like that was a pretty decent turn. Okay, Redain is a card, so let's play Ledger Shredder. Let's shock them. Discard a land. Discard a land. Bring back the Phoenix. Pass the turn. Okay. Thalia number 3 is that? Yep. Ledger Shredder number 3. I see you every step of the way. Sure. It's only one human, though, so it's not the most efficient Thalia's lieutenant I've ever seen. I'm going to need some... Yeah, no, that's a god. It's not a human. Okay, let's start. Yep. Shock Thalia. Connive, connive, connive. Yep, okay, good good first game. They probably shouldn't have just, like, done whatever it is they did in that second game. Yeah, that was weird. But we go up to Platinum, so we will take it, and we will move on. Okay, I've taken a few moments to recover from whatever the hell that was, and we are on the play, so we will take that, and we will keep this hand. Yorion, our opponent's running. Yorion deck, I think we can open with a Stormcast Coast. Yep. And we'll play one Phoenix. Fair enough. So it's a kind of, yeah, blinking enchantments Yorion deck. So let's... This is a tough one, actually, because if I Shredder and then Shock, I can't bring back the Phoenix, but it does grow the Shredder and puts a Phoenix in the bin. Yeah, I think that's probably better at this point. Then we'll just work towards doing all of the above. Okay. So let's Spikefield Hazard our opponent. Bring back. Start pressuring their life total a little bit. Good thing about playing against lots of trials is that it's a difficult thing for them to overcome. It's just lots of Phoenixes. Okay, so they are playing, I assume, Enigmatic Incarnation. Sort of 5-color. Yep. Let's... Ooh, okay, let's play pieces of the puzzle. Let's pop play with... No, because we got the lightning axe, so let's pop consider and... Yeah, one play with fire. Put another Phoenix in the bin. Then we will play with fire here. Play consider. Pop a steam vents away. Okay, that's a good draw. Bring back 2 Phoenixes. Okay, that's a pretty good start. Okay, here comes Yorion. Fair enough. We'll sacrifice here and here. See what they go and fetch. Okay, they're after a 5-drop. Wonder what it will be. Could be Tulsamir, could be Kenrith. Ooh, fun. Other Shieldred. I like that. I don't like the fact that I then now can't do anything about it, but... And they're going to be able to flip Shieldred next turn, so I think let's... Lightning Axe... Yorion. And just pass the turn for the moment. Okay. So that doesn't do anything for the moment. So we are going to need to chain together some instants and sorceries here, I think. Oh dear. Okay. We are in trouble now. Okay, let's play Shredder into Phoenix and just hope for the best here. Yep, sure thing. So next turn they will mill us for 3, but that's all. And then we really need to kill them before Chapter 3 of this triggers. So yeah, it's kill them next turn or lose. Okay, I think we're probably just dead now. Let's see what they do here. Okay, potentially getting another Phoenix back is not the worst. Although they are... Oh, God. Okay. So they can sacrifice Binding for a 7-drop. Which will probably... No, okay, they don't want it. Fair enough. That is terrible draw. Okay, we'll go to game 2. And we'll bring in Spell Pierce, Disdainful Stroke, Mystical Dispute, Lithomantic Barrage, change the equation. And let's take out Lightning Axe, 2 of those. What else are we taking out here? Maybe pieces? Yeah, a couple of pieces. Just lower the curve as much as possible. Couple of charter courses. Actually, let's keep that and just take out all of our ops. Yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, that's a decent enough opening hand. Probably going to want this on blue, so I'll... Again, I'm not sure I need to shock this in, particularly if I'm holding Shredder. I want something to do on... Yeah, so I'll just play Steam Vents tapped. Change the equations good here, can counter a fires. Opponents deep in the tank with their hand. What's this? A sort of upside down bat. I haven't seen that before. Okay, they eventually decided to keep their hand, so we will carry on. No, let's just pass the turn here. Try and dodge a Trial of Ambition. Fair enough. So let's play pieces of the puzzle. Take a Lightning Axe and a Play with Fire. Okay, they are going enchantment hunting. Okay, fires, that's useful to know. So let's play with... No, let's shock this. Hold up, change the equation. Or Disdainful Stroke, actually. Could do either. Let's change the equation here, I think, actually. Yeah, this is annoying. Still no additional land, so we'll pass the turn. And then we'll play with fire them at the end of turn. Okie doke. So that's useful to know anyway. Soothing music coming from Arena today. We like it. Sure thing. So let's go a land hunting. No, as much as I would like to keep that, I can't. Okay, that's better. So let's play Shredder. Into Charter Course. Let's discard Lightning Axe as we have a barrage. And now let's discard a Shock. Can't discard the Bloodfeather Phoenix, unfortunately, because it will get Hearst. And nobody wants that. Okay, Incarnation on its own, it does not worry me. So let's play this as a land. Let's attack with Shredder. Play a Phoenix. Pass the turn. So if they're Yorion next turn, we've got a good answer for that. If they try and play another Fires, we can change the equation, Disdainful Stroke, anything particularly problematic they play. Similarly, okay, Deputy of Detention's a good card. So that I think we can do without. Now let's attack. Play Charter Course. Discard Spire Bluff Canal. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's have another land. Pass the turn. Yep. So we've now got double counterspell, potentially. Why are they floating black mana? Or did they just click the wrong land? My opponents are very confusing today. Okay, that makes not any sense, but sure. So, Omnath, how should we deal with this? We can Disdainful Stroke, change the equation. Mystical Dispute. Let's disdainful. No, let's change the equation on this, I think. Yeah. Okay, they've still got nothing to sacrifice, so let's start with the consider. That can go. Let's hard. No, unfortunately. I can't now hard cast Archetype Phoenix without losing the ability to Disdainful Stroke their Yorion. So let's just play with fire them instead. Trigger Ledger Shredder. Discard another land. Get some scry value in. Now let's go to attacks. Just keep the ball rolling. Okay, we are chipping away at their life total here. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is fine. Yep, let's resolve Connive. Discarding Spell Pierce. Let's Mystical Dispute the Yorion. So they can sacrifice Fable here. Go and get a 4-drop, which will probably be Omnath. Okay, that's a problem. So let's chart a course. Let's hard cast Arclight Phoenix. Discard another Spell Pierce. I think we're just going to have to pass the turn. This is going to be a frustrating game if we can't get through the Archon. Yeah, all right. Good game, opponent. Yeah, no creatures isn't ideal, but I think this is an okay hand. So we'll probably shock in a Steam Vents first and hold up both Opt and our big removal spells, just in case they have a Mana Elf or something similar. Opt. Yeah, we'll keep Consider. Play a Stormcarved Coast. Pass the turn. So Ketria Triome. It could be Marvel or something like that. I really want to land, but I'll keep Shredder. Okay, close enough. Okay, so some sort of ramp deck then. Temur ramp. Oh, fun. Ah, so it's a flash deck. Okay, that makes sense. So let's pieces of the puzzle here, I think. Take consider and chart a course. Attack. Pass the turn. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm not hugely sold on the wisdom of playing Invasion of Coal Time in a flash deck, but we'll see. See if we can grab any more Phoenixes to put away. That'll do. So we'll play Charter Course. Pop that one in the bin. Okay. And we have removal for anything they might play. So, Lair of the Hydra, various other cards. So let's just attack and see what happens. Sure thing. Am I just playing Phoenix here? No, I don't think so. We can discard it at some point. Like now. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything they play. Got my shock. Okay, just another Brazen Borrower. Fair enough. So let's shock them once. Play with fire them now. Discard another Phoenix. Yep, we could kill them if we had just the right land, but we don't, so we will let them go ahead. It's not looking great for them. So yes, maybe this is just Simic Flash, but running a Ketria Triome. Oh no, so of course they're running Invasion of Coal Time. Ugh. Forgot that was there. But yeah, I'm not sure. Ooh, fun. Okay, so let's open with the pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Now let's shock them once. Oh, that's an annoying set of lands. Discard that Phoenix. I'm not going to bring it back because I want to bring back both of my other Phoenixes. Yep. So, Mystical Dispute seems good here. Rending Volley as well. Don't think I'll put in Lithomantic Barrage. I think I prefer instant speed removal in this deck, and I'm not sure they run any 5 toughness creatures to justify it, so I'll get rid of Lightning Axe. I'll trim a couple of pieces of the puzzle and a Charter Course, just anything that's kind of more expensive. Spikefield Hazard's good against Brazen Borrower. Yep. Again, this is an okay hand. Got enough cantrips to keep us entertained. Let's consider. Yeah, we'll pop that in the bin. Pass the turn. Sure thing, let's kill that. Okay, let's opt again. Well, opt for the first time. We considered before. Should have done it in the other order. Okay, we'll keep Phoenix in our hand. Play Charter Course. Pop away a Phoenix. Pass the turn. Yep, I will take that. Ooh, fun. Okay, let's opt in response. Don't need a Spy Bluff Canal. Okay, lots of land. So let's start with Charter Course. Take one. Get rid of a land. Now let's shock them. Spikefield Hazard. Brazen Borrower. Yep, okay. So let's play Otawara. Let's play Phoenix. Sure thing. Now let's attack. Okay. Take that down. Hit them down to 12. So we can pieces next turn and then potentially pieces again. 2 damage. We don't have any artifacts or enchantments though, but it's worth keeping an eye on. So let's start with the pieces. I'll take both of those. Don't think I'm that interested in going again for the moment, so we'll just attack. Okay, that's making a 3/3. That's too big for us to tussle with. So we will have to lose our Phoenix, but we will get it back. And pass the turn. Oh, okay. Fable of the Mirror Breaker it is. So let's open with another pieces. See if they want to counter this. No? Okay, I'll take an opt and change the equation. Then I shall shock their goblin token. Then I'll play Consider. Okay, so we are getting pinged quite a lot here, but not enough such that I'm too worried at the moment. And then we'll keep... actually, let's take the 2 here. Play with Fire them. Pop that on the bottom. Bring back one of our Bloodfeather Phoenixes. Move to combat. Trigger, trigger. Okay, attack for 8. No, that's fair enough. So we'll do them 5. They're in pretty rough shape now, I think. See, Lair of the Hydra can do us 5. No, okay. So let's play... start with Ledger Shredder. Okay. Then let's hard cast Archetype Phoenix. Drop an Opt. Play a land for Change the Equation. Go to combat. Attack. Okay, Shark Typhoon comes down. Get them to 3, pass the turn. So their reflection will come online, but they can't use it yet. We do have changed the equation if we need it. Close game, I think, but we should be able to get there. So Lair for 4. Yep, that's not enough. Fable can't help them. No, okay, this is them giving up. Good game. So yeah, that was 8 Phoenix. Pretty good, I think. Struggled a bit against Fires, but did pretty well in the other matches. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Ooh, a Haunted Ridge. Already got loads of those. Let's open this pack, see what we get. Unctus. Good-o. So yeah, this is the 8 Phoenix deck, one last time. So yeah, works very similar to Izzet Phoenix, standard Izzet Phoenix. It just has more of them, Ledger Shredders, cheap spells. It's all of an archetype. Still waiting for the Delve cards, of course, to really kind of power this deck up. But in the meantime, I think an additional Phoenix is a pretty good addition. So yeah, thanks very much. Hit those like and subscribe buttons as ever, and I will see you next time.